How do you get infinite health without perks? That's what we're trying to do today. Art mages and cessation, I believe, is our future. Oh my... Oh! Holy shit. Alright. So, when you're placing the bet, we are having to get it so that our health bar, instead of showing a number of like 2,000 health, 3,000 health, it has to show the infinity symbol. And we have to do this without setting foot in a single holy mountain. Meaning that editing our wands is going to be very difficult because there's only a few ways to edit without using holy mountains. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a little bit of a risk. Let's do it. Doing it on the daily run. Let me make sure that we are on the correct daily. Yep, we're on the correct daily. Remember that the goal is no holy mountains at all. No resources from it, nothing. Don't even set foot in it, and get our health bar, instead of saying 100, get it to show the infinity symbol. We want to see infinite HP. If you're curious, it doesn't truly mean infinite. It just means that your number, your health bar is so large, instead of displaying the number, it's just easier to say infinity. That's the goal for today. We'll discuss strategies and all that while we're going on how we're going to pull this off. One more thing. I think we're going to mute Dunkbot for this run. Let us begin. In fact, we're starting with Worm Pheromone, which is a little bit lame. Yeah, let's go ahead and pour that out now. So if the Holy Mountain message pops up, it's a loss, like how mine's... Well, no, because sometimes you can walk... you can walk on the... like the Holy Mountain marble, like the brick, and it will pop that message up. Just basically, I'm not supposed to set foot in the Holy Mountain. I can stand on the... like, the portal area, but not go into the portal. We've done several no Holy Mountain runs in the past, so most people have a general idea of, like, the restrictions. Oh, I forgot to scoop up the water for all this toxic sludge. I was being a fool. Kick up some of this water. There we go. Talk about your strats. Oh, it converted to water on its own. The strats, yes. So we're gonna... this is gonna be a bit scary today, actually.
I still haven't recovered the 6th streak you shat on during your last infinite health run, so go ahead and throw this one. I don't even care.
Is he angry? Come on, the way that life can suck, don't be so angry. Dwarthen, thank you for the 4-month primage. I appreciate the support, Dwarthen. Thank you for the support. Where'd all this water just kept flowing, man? Let me grab up this wand. So the No Holy Mountain run. Essentially, we have to come up with creative ways to edit our wands.
Dear YouTube viewers, Dunk rendered this VOD using default settings and the file size is larger 100 gigabytes for no reason.
Are you preemptively complaining about me rendering this as a YouTube video? This is getting crazy. Okay, so our strats today. First off, our the HP part, that part should be decently easy. Shouldn't be too bad. The part that I'm concerned about is getting our ability to edit. Our very first moment to edit will probably be at the lake hut. Whenever we put in the tablet, that'll be our first chance that we get to modify our wands. So that's not going to be for a while. That could be potentially several hours from now. Gold doesn't hold that much value for us. I mean, I'll grab a little bit, but don't let your OCD go crazy if you see me passing a nugget or two of gold, since, I mean, no Holy Mountains means that the only shops we're going to run into are the in-level, like, in-zone shops, which aren't always the most common. What's up, Muggsy? Yeah, if we get the cube, but the problem about the cube, the meditation cube, is getting to the meditation cube. That zone is completely surrounded, so we have to have insane digging just to get to that zone, which I doubt I'll have for maybe several hours from now, unless I get really lucky. So to even get in there in the first place is unlikely. even have a chance for the meditation cube, because we're not allowed to even route through the holy mountain, not even walking through it. Do a no-hit first zone this time. Well, this one's really important to try to take minimal damage, since no holy mountains means that the heals are also very rare.
I put the same cedar playing, but I got different spells and potions. Why?
Why? Make sure you hit new game, hover over daily run, and oh, we're playing it on the daily run. If you just look at the seed number and type it in on the seed changer, you got to remember that daily runs actually change starting loots. Now the rest of the world layout and all that will be the same. Like you'll find that exact same one that I found right there. You'll find everything else the same, but the daily run adds an extra variable to the starting loots. You can potentially get some starting flasks in the daily run that are not even eligible to happen on regular runs. Oh shit, get away from that. Stay away from that. Need to do a shift this run? Hell no. Wait, is no holy mountain infinite HP not difficult enough for you? Oh yeah, so I was going to show the example with that portal. In fact, did it already happen? I wasn't paying attention. So when I get near that portal, the rule is that I'm not allowed to go in that portal or even dig to that holy mountain area. But if I land here, it'll pop up and it already did it. I wasn't paying attention. It'll pop up and say holy mountain. That part is fine. We don't care about that. Not a ton of interesting stuff so far. In fact, I'm probably going to put this bouncing burst wand up. What if you don't find digging to get past the holy mountain? Then this is going to get very difficult. Gonna be getting tricky, but that's what Noita is all about. That's you know, we're doing a self-imposed challenge, but Noita in general, even when you're not doing it, you're just trying to win. You gotta learn to work with the resources that are given. Yes, we're still gonna have to work with the resources that are given. We're just adding an extra restriction to make it so that we really are desperate for some good stuff. We'll see what the game gives us, though. Yep, exactly. Sports racers are already starting to brainstorm up some possible alternative strategies, and what he's saying is that we could always head to Snowy Depths early, which is true. We could just go to the far right side over here, across the lava lake, and head down to Snowy Depths, see if there's some resources there that could help us out. Exactly. Exactly.
I've been dropping loads around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck.
Yo, Somber, thank you for the 5 gifted. The 1 billion gifted subs that you've done in the channel. I appreciate the kindness. Thank you, thank you. Too kind, too generous there, Somber. Yep, also Walmart is going to be something to consider. Before I go, like, a lot of the times people think that I have like a set route already in mind. The reality is I'm usually just seeing what stuff is offered up, and then from there I make a decision with what those resources, you know, what resources the game gives me. The moment you have like a set plan, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, it's like you're not, you know, you're not adapting to what the game is giving you. Which is kind of anti-Noita. Wait and see what's offered. Chaotic Poly, that could be kind of interesting. Some arrows. I'm mainly looking for a little bit of extra help with digging. Which Chaotic Poly, I guess, is potentially a little bit of help with digging. I don't want to waste too much of my TNT digging, though. Let me go ahead and place the whiskey down. I don't think we need that at all today. The guy just threw a flask at him. You gotta love the natural, like, enemy kind of stuff. Oh, took a little bit of damage there. You gotta like the natural enemy aggression. Some enemies just hate each other naturally. What's up, Timberwolf? Haven't really been following Noita for months. Pea grass sounds on brand for these devs. Yeah, there's pot healing if Dunk gets lucky too. Yep, exactly. We could... There's several different methods for healing. It's just, what is the game going to offer up to us? Also, don't forget that we do have the dark cave area over here to my left, which if something happens and I was to take a ton of damage right now, I would probably go to it early, but I'd rather not do it right now. Let's hope that doesn't occur. Another whiskey. Man, I mean the starter TNT is a good amount, 15. We could go to the overgrown caverns, which is, the Walmart area. Oh, I didn't even notice that frog. That could have been bad. The Walmart area is one of my most likely to go to spots whenever doing a No Holy Mountain run.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
But also it is like it's a very scary way to start a run. Jakes, thank you for the 2-monther. Appreciate you, Jake. Oh, there we go. All right, a little bit of unstable telly, and we could mix that with the slime and stabilize it. That could potentially be helpful. I guess I'll just... Do I go with unstable? You know what? No, we're going to stabilize this. We're going to stabilize it. Does anybody remember where I left that slime flask? Otherwise, I'm going to be walking through this whole zone again just looking for slime. Where did I leave that slime flask? You didn't find one? What? I'm pretty sure I found one. Did I? Am I crazy, chat? Are you sure? You found 2 whiskeys? Damn it. For some reason I was thinking I thought there was a slime flask in here. Chat saying I'm crazy. There was a slime flask! Noble says there was a slime flask in the collapsed mines. You guys are lying. How dare you, chat? Noble, thank you. Okay, there was the coal pouch. Primordialis is sick. I'm playing it right now. Above and to the right. We got the Firestone. We got the whiskey. There it is. Yep. I knew it. Can't trust you guys. Well, I can trust the new guys, but not all of you guys. Alright, pour out some of the unstable teleportatium. And then all you gotta do is... Well, there's different ways you can mix this, so I'm gonna do the lazy way, which is just break it. And then jump into this.
Are you Medusa? Because every time I look at you, I become hard as a rock.
We took that slime earlier, we scooped a little bit of it into our unstable telly flask, we stabilized it. The only reason I have this, though, is for mainly emergency purposes. Where I'm going to go, I decided to go with Walmart, just because our opening stuff was like good enough to dig down to Walmart. I think 100%. I think it's, the setup should be that reliable. There's other methods to get down there as well, but this one will be nice. We actually have several ways to go up this mountain, in case anybody doesn't know. You can use the tablet. What you do is you just throw it near your feet, like put your cursor down here, and the moment I throw it, I put my cursor up and I kick. This causes you to like, almost like have a little platform to stand on for a moment. I'm not the greatest at it, I kind of suck, but right now I'm getting lucky. But if you practice it a couple times, it makes it very easy to get up this first jump. But let's say that you didn't have the tablet. Don't forget that another way that you can get this extra levitation, if you were to levitate, like so I'm levitating right now, and then I'm about to run out of levitation, and let's say that I chaotic poly, well, the levitation carries over, and I tried to keep levitating, but I just ran out and fell to the ground. The levitation from the player to the thing you polymorphed in carries the levitation over, but the reverse way does not carry the levitation. Does that make sense? So character to poly, the levitation is consistent. It stays the same, meaning it doesn't help you. However, if you poly first, chill for a moment. Then whenever you think it's about to run out, which is like 10 seconds or so, then you start to levitate. This gives you a fresh levitation bar. So character to poly, bad. Poly to character, good. If you're ever looking to get that little extra jump there. What was that symbol over your character? Oh, that was the worm pheromone I had dumped out on the ground earlier. I stepped in a couple of pixels of it. We can grab the heart here if we wanted to. We're gonna hold off, I think, maybe. I don't want to waste any of my digging on that heart, though. So this is the tricky thing about no holy mountain runs, is there actually ends up being some strategy about when you grab health. Because normally you see a heart, you grab it. Obviously, you're just like, hey, 25 health, might as well grab it. But in a no holy mountain run, the more health you have, and this is true for all Noita, the more health you have, whenever you take certain kinds of damage, it does percent damage. So if you grab a heart, that means fire hurts you more. Whenever you step in toxic sludge, you get hurt more. All these things that are doing damage to you, they hurt more. But if you grab the hearts right whenever you're about to heal, then you don't have to deal with all the negative effects and you still gain the positive. No Holy Mountain runs have so much variance that it's hard to tell when is the optimal moment to grab hearts. Because you're like, hey, I'm going to grab the hearts before I heal, but you don't know when you're going to heal necessarily. Sometimes you do. I mean, you can have some plans, but right now I don't know when our first heal is going to be. So leaving that one heart behind just to make sure that the fire damage doesn't hurt us more and to make sure we don't waste TNT. If they do percent damage, they hurt the same. So yes and no. You are right in the sense that yes, it's going to hurt you the same percent. But let's say that I grab the heart right now and it gives you 25 health. It doesn't heal you the 25 health. Like if it gave you 25 health that was healed in, that percent damage wouldn't factor in so much because you're like, hey, you're taking the same percent, whatever. But instead it gives you an empty 25. So it's made your health bar larger, but it hasn't given you the extra health of it yet. That's why it ends up being a negative benefit until you grab your heal. Yeah, because it's your percent of max HP. Exactly. That the Dwarven well said. I was probably leaving percent of HP is different from percent of max HP. So yeah, that's the difference. Not remaining. Percent of your maximum health. So is the plan for HP just Cessation and Heart Mage? Pretty much. Cessation, Heart Mage, and Infinite Worm Farm. That is my goal. This is a heart that we don't have to do any digging for, so we don't have to waste any TNT. It's a free heart. I guess I'll grab this one since we don't have to dig for it, but it may have been smarter to wait and grab this after we leave the Walmart area. The only reason I'm grabbing it ahead of time is there is a chance that we can find a heal down here. And if we do come across a heal, I would like to be able to use it immediately and get as much health as we can, as fast as we can. Where are you going? We're going to Walmart. I was going to around this area because sometimes there's some pretty good sized gaps. Was this gap good? Was there any good gaps there? I was kind of half paying attention. If you can find a good gap, you should use it because it can help you get down pretty deep without even using any digging. Okay, this sand is getting annoying. This seems bad with the sand. All right, then we'll do it probably about right here. And in fact, we'll go ahead and use one of the black holes to kind of separate ourselves a bit. Don't go back that way, please. That's enough distance there. I think looks like there's an escape point here. Having to use our starter wand. Alright, we gotta be very careful. Oh, there's some danger right there. Let's get rid of all those explosive stuff while we can. And also one of the things is I like to get away from this top area quickly if I can, because that's where all the mages like to hang out. And they're one of the most dangerous things about this area. Also, you're probably laughing at our wand, saying how the hell do you expect to be able to survive in there with that little garbage wand? Are you kidding me? This dude, oh, he just blew up. But the thing is, if we find wands down here, that means that we can just look for one that hopefully doesn't need to be edited and can just be used as is. I don't think that's an as-is kind of wand, is it? Not quite, but I'll hold on to it for now. There's some invis. There's a heal. That is pretty big. So we have a heal bolt on the table. I'll grab this for now. I'm also going to put down our chaotic poly. And we'll have an invis in case we need it to try to sneak around for something. Wow, piercing as well. There's a piercing invis. Let me head up a little bit. Yeah, piercing and healing this early is pretty crazy. Invis. I don't think the invis is like super useful here, but I'm just saying there may be like a mage or something that I need to be like sneaking by them, you know? You can always do that. But I think a lot of the stuff in here is so volatile, it's not going to do the greatest. Alright, the reason I went up here is I do want to lay down some of our stuff that I don't want to just throw on the ground and lose it. Did I see piercing invis? My bad. Piercing invis. Piercing healing bolt. We're going to need that. And then the invis to get around. Piercing invis. Well, there's the piercing. Holding that tablet probably would have been smarter. Oh, well. that would be cool, a piercing invis spell. It pierces as long as your character is invisible. There's a lot of TNT there, though with that formation it may be pretty rough. We'll try it a little bit. Brimstone of metal. Alright, let's see. Oh, shit. Almost hit myself. That's interesting. Can use that to get around. Okay. Let's not burn away my HP, please. 2-leg bunkers lets him edit after the Mask of Master drops an edit. So yeah, there is a point, hopefully, if the run goes according to plan, that we will be able to kill a boss that actually drops the ability to edit wherever you're at. But that getting to that point, that's going to be a struggle.
Viewers, Dunk sells wigs as his merch, and you can buy them at www.DunkOrSlam.com.
Fake information. It's fake news. Don't listen to it, chat. So this area can be a little bit odd because people, like newer players, they usually ask, do enemies spawn in Noita? And the general answer is no. Like enemies, you know, they have their set spots that they initially load in, and then from there, new enemies don't really spawn. You don't kill one, a new enemy spawn in, kill another one, it doesn't work like that. You kill them and it removes them. These guys, however, these little, what Latali's calling the funeral bells, these guys actually do spawn in this zone. They only have like little specific points that you'll notice them kind of like spawning in repeatedly. They do kind of break that rule of Noita a little bit. Yeah, I guess the wasp nests are like a spawning point. True for wasps. They kind of do spawn, but only certain enemies and only certain formations. Yeah, it's very. But usually when people are asking it, they're thinking like, you know, is there points to killing like every enemy in the zone, or are they just gonna keep respawning in? And to that, the answer is no. Once you kill them, you usually don't have to worry about them anymore. Surprised we haven't found a better wand for clearing stuff yet. Usually you find some kind of wand for spamming damage. Oh no, 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 no! Wow. I took some serious damage right there. Man, he moved in an annoying way. There you go. There's a much better wand than what we were using. I don't know about much better, but it is better. I don't want to spend too much time near the surface, because that's where the mages hang out. You. Not quite what we're looking for. Let's keep heading down. And yes, no holy mountain runs are slow. Usually. Very, very slow. So we have heals. There was a spark trigger on that one wand, which I guess we could always consider being like carrying that back just for the purpose of having a spark trigger. I also think we may have had a spark trigger on one of those other ones that we passed up. We have several options there. But yeah, we haven't seen too many hearts, have we? I'm trying to think if we should use this to... Maybe. Like a chain of spitter timers. Oh, the heal wand had a spitter timer on it? Alright, well then worst case we would just use that one then. Don't even need these spark triggers. Oh, that's the guy I'm most concerned about in this zone right now, I'd say. He does shoot out enough damage that I think he should be able to one-shot us if we take a direct hit. Not just from one of these, but like he shoots out a thing that spawns mini pollen, like a one pollen that bursts into several pollen. This guy reverses your control, so when I press right, I go left, I press left, I go right. That's about all he does. He's just a variable of chaos. Come on. Oh my gosh. Well, we almost just died. Just barely alive right now. Chill. Whew. Definitely some wands there that I did not get to check out. How much health are we at? 200. This may be enough to go consider our very first heal. Interesting. Very interesting. Wonder if it'd be worth just doing this in terms of damage. That's a shuffle wand. I don't know if it's too great to be holding on to anyways. Yeah, we are definitely in one-shot range, that's without a doubt. I'll grab that. Going to kill the alchemist for infinite heals. That is the goal. I still have lots of this zone, though, that I would like to explore around. What are you looking for? I'm looking for my way out right now. You can't just go directly up like you normally would. I'm having to walk the path that I entered in here. Not that it's like 100% safe, but it's one of the safest ways that I know right now. Was the heal bolt wand a shuffle? Could try to force the copy mages to copy the heal. Yeah, the problem is I haven't seen any copy mages. And I'm a little bit afraid to go jumping around in the mage area with this low of health. I'll probably do my first heal, and then maybe with that larger health bar, use that to kind of, you know, hunt around, see what kind of mages are near here. Yeah, because let's see, it'd be one, so it'd go 1, 2, 3. Damn, we have to get rid of a lot of this annoying. So this shoots, let's see, this fires off this fires off this. Then this. Damn. What an annoying wand, but we could definitely empty out the charges from all that crap. Yeah, you could set up a healing mage with that thing. We haven't seen any telly bolts yet. Basically, if you have a good computer, and even then, sometimes whenever you're firing off tons of crazy wands and stuff, your game lags. It's likely the engine. The Noita is dependent on your CPU, not your graphics card. It's your CPU. So if you have a pretty decent one, and whenever you're playing the game regularly, like right now, you shouldn't be experiencing any lag. If you are, that is your PC. If you're walking around in the early zones, no lag, that's normal. But if you experience lag, that's your PC. But then if you're firing like this insane God Wand, and that's the only time that you start to notice there's a bit of lag, it's likely that it is the engine. Because the engine has its limitations too. I know, the walking's a bit annoying. It's frustrating having to walk back and forth, but it's the only option we have. I'm gonna drop off some of these resources while we're here. I think we can only safely drop 2 of the wands though. I'm gonna need this one and this one. We're gonna go ahead and leave this here. Oh shit, that nest. Alright, little worm. Alright, little worm. No, 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 no. Oh, you little bastard. Oh, 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 he's coming back. He loves me. He really does care. Ever thought about streaming RimWorld again? Oh yeah, I'm definitely at some point going to revisit it. In fact, we rated a dude yesterday, and I was like, I don't know why his name is familiar. Seems so familiar. And at the end, after I rated, I realized, wait, this is the dude who plays a lot of RimWorld, and I remember watching him stream it before. His Adam versus everything. I knew his name seemed familiar. It just took me like 10 minutes to remember. I don't know why I kicked that nest. We got 10% worm blood. Using that worm blood, we can see in the dark. So we're going to use that to go get us a heal. The Master of Masters, the way I'm going to get to him is that will be after we have done at least, hopefully, after we've done at least 1 edit. And we're going to do that by carrying a tablet over to the hut. In that moment, when I do that 1 edit, I want to make sure I have good enough wands that the result of that one-time edit will be infinite digging, infinite healing, and good damage. I know that's asking for a lot, but that's what the No Holy Mountain Run's all about. Aim high. Big goals. A little more ambrosia to be careful, just in case. Essentially, we're just draining out all the water in this area, because if I drink the worm blood right now, the problem is the swimming will take so long. Your character like swims so slow, you're like, eh. But if you drain a good amount of it out before you make the move, usually you can get around pretty quickly in there. Is it already? I guess it is already running out of, oh, there was the, you could see the additional health one was over there. You know what, I'll go ahead and shoot it one more time just to get rid of the charges. Make it a bit safer. Alright, so we take a swig of the worm blood, meaning we can see in the dark for 43 seconds. We grab this, which gives us 25 extra HP. Oh boy, we gotta go down to that one. Oh lord, that's an annoying one right there. I should have saved those last missile shots. That was me being foolish. Yeah. Bloop. There we go. Alright, so our little wormy vision. We didn't get much worm blood, that's why I was trying to be pretty efficient with it. So now we have 250 health, meaning we're in decent shape. Not bad. We're surviving. I never knew there's a full heal in there. Yes, there is always a heart and a full heal. So if you have the ability to get around in there, I always recommend grabbing the extra health first, since it's empty. It's an empty 25 HP. So if you were to grab the heal and then grab the 25 HP, you would be missing a little chunk of your health at the end, so you don't get the maximum value. The difference between that full heal that's in the darkness and the full heal that's in the Holy Mountains, a full heal in the Holy Mountain is a full heal and it gives you 10 permanent HP added onto your health bar. So it's kind of like a combination of extra health plus a heal. That one in the Dark Cave is literally just a full heal. You don't get any, you don't get the benefits of a larger health bar. Just full heal. Let me put this wand there. That is going to be these. We're going to use these. Don't worry, they're there for a reason. We're not wasting them yet. Also, I plan to put this empty flask here in case we need it later. Oh my god. Whew. Sometimes the answer to not getting hurt to these things is just don't shoot them. Get away from them at first, and then shoot them. This would be kind of an interesting wand to use right now, except for the fact that it's gonna like burn me a lot. Would be nice. But I don't want to take the burn damage. We are not shifting. We could make this run that already is very challenging damn near impossible. Imagine if we got a shift where water turned into lava. Well, then that lava hut just became... I mean, the water hut on the lake would just become a lava hut, and then it'd be so scary. I heard a... There he is. I heard you, little frog. Heard you slurping. Quite a few frogs. I guess one of the reasons that this area is considered so good, even though there are enemies that are pretty deadly, what would make this area truly on the level of most of the deadly zones in Noita is if enemies could pick up wands more often. But a lot of the enemies that naturally spawn in here, you'll notice, are not wand-carrying enemies. And that right there makes it where all these badass wands become way less threatening. Because normally in zones with badass wands, you're going to have enemies that pick up wands, so sometimes those badass wands will be used against you. Now with that said, there are enemies that can spawn nearby that can potentially pick up wands. It's just rare that you see it happen in this zone. Like if they threw in a couple tele mages that spawn with these, that would change things up quite a bit. And a couple, maybe a couple poly mages as well. I think it would probably balance the zone a lot more. Don't give them ideas. Hey, if the devs come back at all to even nerf this, I would at least be happy to see that they're alive and they're out there. Still thinking of us Noita addicts. Kind of an interesting one. Almost something here. We could set up an explosive projectile build potentially. Gotta get rid of this guy. He's a troublemaker. There we go. Like, I fully expect a slight dip in viewership whenever... Oh my god, something's carrying a wand, which is very unusual. I just got done talking about that earlier. Saying how that you don't see it very often. You gotta see which direction he's gonna go. This is a big deal, because I think if I... Oh, there we go. He's got a freeze on there, it looked like. And that makes him very dangerous. Yeah, there's an example of an enemy that actually can carry a wand and is in here. Nothing too exciting about it, though. But yeah, I expect a dip in viewership whenever the Arcane Season 3 or Season 2 comes out in November. And I won't blame you guys. Even I will probably be missing. I'll be busy watching it. Even I won't be here for my stream. Another flask thrower guy. Don't let them hurt us. Okay. I hate that chip damage from those guys. Makes me angry. Oh, so now we're getting so far to the bottom that we're actually getting as near a different zone. And that's where enemies can sometimes roam into this zone and pick up the wand. So you have to be very careful that that doesn't happen as this guy's about to do it. Do not get near that wand. So the reason I'm not attacking him still is I don't want to knock him into it. I'm trying to get to a spot where I can safely shoot him and he'll not fall into... some damage, potentially. Whew. A way to balance out this zone could be by having a lot of chaotic polypools, maybe mushrooms dropping into it, or dripping it. So the angry lumps and mushrooms. Dude, that would make this area maybe too volatile. Conga could have this idea be something for you and your big mod. Can't remember. Apotheosis is what Purdy's talking about. That would make this area, that would be insane actually. All the enemies chaotic polying constantly. Weird that a chest actually, oh, because it's a formation, it just happened to drop down into that. What is that right there? Oh! I always tell you guys, check those flasks. I'm always telling you, I'm like, dude, I was like, check the flasks because they can pay off. People all the time, they doubt me. They're always like, I never get anything good from that shit. That's what it's all about, baby. I don't want to, I'm afraid to dig right there. That is a flask of Healthium in a no holy mountain run. That is actually insane.
Streamer luck.
That is not streamer luck. It's called streamer skill. Mods, make sure he respects that or ban him. And somebody said something about missing a heart. Oh, that one that I shot earlier, did it drop down and I forget to grab it? Oh, I'm just so nervous of doing something that will break that flask. I do not want it to break. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me think for a moment. Let me think. It broke, but there's a way we can save this. If we can get at least a pixel of that stuff, we can at least see a mimicium it if necessary. Healthium is in the flask. Infinite healing. So as long as we get a little bit of this in a flask, we can recover this. It sucks that we lost it though, because that would have been an easy heal right now, but oh
When
well.
we say streamer skill, we are of course referring to the program skill.x. Dunk runs alongside Noita that gives him his incredible luck.
Damn, I would have liked to have that in a flask though. That would have been so many free heals. Forever. Forever. Alright, so we got 3% Healthium. Get more than that? Yeah, I plan to. It sucks because it looks like the glass broke in such a way that it's not really like pouring down there. That is annoying. Kick the glass. Well, the problem is if I come in contact with the Healthium, it deletes it. It will heal me and in turn delete it. There's another way you're supposed to heal with the stuff. which I'm going to try to do, but... There we go. So, if I spray it like this... There we go. So we still are going to be able to get lots of heals from it. It's just going to be a little bit more of a pain in the ass than I was originally hoping. But still, we're going to make it work. It was... Yes, I know, it's lame that it broke. Didn't want it to break, but... Sometimes that's how it goes. You guys were laughing, but... I told you I could fix it. Siam and Mikion will make it so that we can get like an infinite supply of this stuff. Essentially, we lost 2/3 of the flask. There's a little bit left there. I'm going to leave it there for now. But I tell people all the time whenever you see those formations that you kind of grow numb to it because you're like, oh, here you go, another water flask or pheromone flask or telly. You're like, I already have the flasks I need. But the reason it's important to always hover your mouse over and check them is because the moment you stop checking them, that's the moment you walk past a healthium that you didn't even recognize was there. Especially on a run like this. Yeah, it does suck that it broke, but obviously we're still getting huge benefits out of this flask even after it broke. We could not just jump into the liquid and scoop it up because when the player comes in contact with it, it does heal you like a flat amount, and it like heals you and then it deletes the stuff. Instead, if you keep it in a flask, I think you can get a stain too, but also it's gonna be healing you a flat amount slash trying to stain you. It's just weird. It's very weird. But if you pour it from a flask and jump into it, you'll stain your character rather than have that little shitty heal it does. 99% of Noita players stop checking flasks before they find Healthium. It's true. This is today's daily run, by the way. Don't forget, this is today's daily run. So if you are on the daily and you go in the Overgrown, you'll have that Healthium flask in the exact same spot. Even though I'm a little lost on where exactly I am in the Overgrown right now, but somewhere in the Overgrown. There is a telly at play here. By the end of the run, we'll do some random shifts with it, but for now, we're gonna min-max it. I mean, later, actually, you know what? We can do a shift with it the moment we set up infinite healing with, because we already have infinite healing materials. Well, except for the alchemist letter, but we almost have everything for infinite healing. We'll just, once we have an alternative way to heal, then we'll go ahead and goof around with the Healthium. And we're going to do it purely random though. Let's not look up shifts because we've done so many runs lately where we look up the shifts. I want to let this one be RNG and see where it takes us. Ooh, that guy's carrying a deadly wand. You son of a bitch. Well, this is why we have the Mimikium with the, or the Healthium with us, I mean. How much do we have left in it? I don't want to go wasting too much. 34%, that's more than enough. So the idea here is that you want to pour out just a tiny bit. You saw that we used up 1%, and as you can see, it infinitely heals us. Just don't move. You just kind of, it's like you're throwing a couple pixels into the air, jumping into it, and then letting the heal do the rest. Like, just idling. Dude, fuck off with that wand. He's like firing it perfectly each time. It's because it's got like a built-in kind of homing going on there. Why is it every spot that he stands at is like a hill? I can't hit him. Alright, what do we have there? The accelerative homing on it. Well, we could maybe use that accelerative homing. Maybe. We have a way to do infinite digging. I mean, we have to kill the alchemist, but then we can have infinite digging. That's going to be nice. The infinite heals also can be set up. Potentially in that same wand, actually. But how are we going to kill the Master of Masters? Alright, I think it's time we call the adventuring in here and we just say... Well, I guess we could look around Snowy Depths. But outside of that, it's about time we decide on what our damage wands are going to be. And I don't think that we have found any luminous drills, any chainsaws. Almost stepped in some chaotic poly right there. It's probably a crappy wand. Yep. Wait a second. Did I not? Oh boy. What did I do with that telly wand? I thought I had moved it over here. Chat, no. I gotta go find that wand that had telly on it. Oh, fuck. Oop. There's the heart I still missed. I still don't know where that heart was. I was like, oh, what the? Is this the heart? I think that may be the heart right there. Next to another heart. Chill. Easy. Okay, this is interesting because we do have an explosive projectile. We could run explosive projectile infestation build, but then we'd be all explosive damage, and we'd have to be very careful against the Master of Masters. That we had to have Ambrosia on us at all times. Wow, that's another wand with some serious healing going on. Though healing isn't something that's crucial for us right now. Yeah, I was wondering if that blew up and dropped down there. Didn't you take the telly wand in the first trip? I took the piercing wand. I took the piercing wand and something else. I don't think it was the telly wand, was it? No, the piercing wand and the explosives wand. That was my first trip. Oh, there's short telly. That's even better than the other telly that we had found. And this one has black hole on it, so that saves us a little bit of time. Wow, this wand's actually kind of crazy. So, we shoot this, both of these fire off. We could empty out all the charges for all of that. I wish... The Death Cross is literally the only thing on this wand that is going to kind of screw me. Because this has charges, this has charges, this has charges, this has charges, this does not have charges. I guess homing would make the mana empty out pretty badly. This has charges, and then we have our Death Cross. Trash wand, mana, leave it. Leave it. Oh, fuck. Dude, where is one of the explosive wands? Have I literally just walked past all of them again? I've been through this zone already. So I could use that plasma. I just don't... rather not. Alright, well, let's carry these resources back. Sick run so far? Yeah, besides the slow parts, this has been a fun run. Besides the not efficient telly. What's your next move? I want to kill the alchemist, and then we're going to do our first edit. I haven't 100% decided what the killing of the alchemist will be with, though. Part of me is thinking that I go to Snowy Depths and see if there's something there that I'm happier with. Show us your God Gamer skills and throw that Healthium flask in the air and catch it. You know, trying to prove my God Gamer skills would make you guys doubt it. They exist, and that's all you need to know. There's nothing to prove. Got those there. the good thing about this zone is it's much more balanced for my damage. There's a fake. Gotta be careful near in that spot. Also, the worm dug down there. Did he come back? Oh shit, he did. Come back to me, worm. I love you. Oh, he dropped a heart. 50-50 chance, paying off. Give it a moment for all that crap to clear out. They're always so annoying, these guys. Screw it. I'm just looking around here for some kind of explosive one that I think will be an easy out killer. I'd rather not go in there because of the polymorphine, but I may do it. Yo, that could have been a frozen melee hit. I got lucky. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna take a little bit of a risk here. Part of me says don't do it. Don't do it. Do it. Wish I would have got some more worm blood out of that guy. Then we could have drank that and run in there. This can work as an out killer, though it'll be a little questionable, a little slimy. Oh shit. I just grabbed a wand and like leapt into me. Went berserk. Interesting. The first shot on a shuffle one, of course. This healthy I'm saying is really sticking on me, isn't it? One second, I'm trying to waste the charges. This one's actually going to be a big deal for us. We get rid of all the charges, we have a good way to get around finally, and without going insane. And we used up all the charges. There we go. So now we have a telly one for getting around. This is going to save us a ton of time. Holy crap. And this also makes it so that I'm more likely to use this plasma cutter method for killing the alch. Alright. Let's just go do it. Just do it. Tablet. I will need that at some point. That is correct. Let's go kill the alch first, and I'll worry about those details, I guess. Alright, so we're going to be using the plasma method to kill him, which I'm not exactly super hyped about, but we didn't find anything else that I loved either. So we're going to be relying big time on these right here and telly for getting around. I wish it was short telly. Hopefully I don't do one of those long tellies that are just brain dead. Oh my god. There we go. Fucking got him. This guy right here almost ruined everything though. Right at the beginning, he almost like hit me as an opener. Yeah, that was a nice. That was like directly to the crotch. Of course, we get our Zeta. You gotta get a Zeta in one of these runs. Where like every Greek letter could have like a massive impact on the run. Games like, Zeta? Omega? One of these I'm gonna have to use for the heal and one for the black hole. Or if I wanted to, I could use the Omega to do both heal and black hole on the same wand. That actually does work. It makes it where you shoot the black hole and the heal at the same time, and it'll actually pull the heal bolt back into you. Problem is the heal will be so slow, it'll take forever. And chat may lose their mind waiting on that one. Zeta's sole strength is getting it in a shop and using it awkwardly. Yep. That's his whole purpose. Quick, how can you make Zeta effective? We need your god gamer skills and or the president will lose at Noita. Basically, let's pretend that I had a heal wand set up. Piercing heal bolt. And that's it. And I've used up all my heal charges. I'm at 0 heal charges. What I would do is I would take my piercing and place it on the Zeta. So picture the wand being piercing Zeta. And that's it. Then you have another wand that has just a heal bolt on it. You would drop any wands that are not the Zeta or the heal. Now the one that is piercing, if you had a piercing Zeta, Zeta grabs from a random other wand. If the only other wand has a heal bolt on it, it guarantees that the piercing Zeta would be a piercing heal bolt every shot. So you'd use it, heal yourself up, then you would pick your wands back up off the ground. Alright, so now we're getting prepped for a big moment in the No Holy Mountain Infinite Health run, and that is the very first time we can edit. And the way we prep for this is any wands that we don't need immediately, we drop onto this right here. And hopefully we're dropping them in the right spot. Essentially what's happening is, in a bit, there's going to be a portal that opens up here. We jump into it, and it's going to take us to this hut right here. And while we're in there, we can edit. So we're laying the wands on top of the hut, so that while we're in that room and we can edit, we will reach through the ceiling and grab those wands to give us bonus stuff to edit with. Okay, so this one's helpful. This one's just, you know, something. Piercing. I don't know if we're actually going to need that damper. You know, the triples could be a big deal. Carrying it back, boss. Okay. Game's like, what? Drop the wand? Nah. I just glitch back and forth. How about that? I don't know if some of these wands fell in the right spot. I don't fully trust them. Hopefully that'll do there. Alright, we got that. Speed up is nice. Okay. That's the heal that we need. Let me think for a moment. Alright, give me one moment. I'm trying to decide on our build here, because this moment that's coming up is going to be a big moment. And we gotta deliver. We still got a lot of stream left today because we are doing a No Holy Mountain run, and we have not done a single edit today. So every wand that you see that we're using is all stuff that we have just kind of had to find and use it as it is. Just grab a chainsaw wand, except for the fact that I need a chainsaw wand for that to happen. I'm actually going to use this wand to kill the pyramid boss. Pyramid boss takes ice damage, right? Yeah, he can get frozen melee'd. I would assume he... So I'm basically just going to shoot lots of freezing gazes. Freezing gaze? How do I say it? Freezing gazes? We're going to shoot freezing gaze at this dude, and hopefully that kills him. Murder the little babies. Oh, shit. This should be interesting. We're going to try to freeze melee this guy, but, there we go. We froze him and we kicked him. Are you kidding me right now? Did we just actually get fucked by the pyramid boss? He didn't drop one copy random. That is ridiculous. Well, with that little maneuver right there, if the boss didn't drop a single copy random, that makes this explosive projectile become useless because we needed the copy random to get 2 of them. Oh no, we had the infestation. Never mind. So I guess still on the table then. Oh well. I do want that Nala, but hold up. Oh, somebody was saying they ran into a heart mage today. Let's see if this is true. Got some alchemists, that's for sure. Some flash swords, I mean. Yeah, we don't do any damage to that guy because we're all ice damage. Yeah, I'm not seeing any heart mages. Oh well. Oh, we got a heart mage. Okay, okay. Doesn't let me through that. I think if there's something, a little shortcut, we could carry them to here. That means that we need to put this wand away. It would be too dangerous. Can you lure him? Oh yeah, we can. We'll be able to. We'll entice him. We'll seduce him. This is the advantage of having that, Wait, where... Isn't he right here? There he is. Alright, you can have my telewand, friend. Grab it. Grab it. Alright. Then he will automatically shoot it at me. Because he's too dumb to realize that he does nothing. His tellies do nothing. Okay, then we're going to ambrosia up a bit. Okay, apparently ambrosiaing up with this guy flying in my face is impossible. Did he catch that damn wand? He's yoinking it from me! There we go. He's gonna go running off. He's about to go running like 5 miles away. As he does. Let's wait for this to expire out. Come on. So with Healthium actually heals a percentage, so we can easily get to full health after we let this guy do some weird stuff. So we want him to hit us. Oh, okay, and there's going to be, of course, some dude showing up right as this... You know what? This is probably not the smartest move to do right now. Oh, no, let's... Okay, let's get out of here. Whew. Alright, let's try this again. Does ambrosia evaporate? No, it doesn't evaporate. It just dries really easily whenever you have the stain on you. Alright, attempt number 500. Want to be below 10. Did he just hit the ground? Did you just shoot the ground directly, you piece of shit? Alright, we're going to let him stack like an extra 1 or 2, I think. Alright, let's see if I can... Can you do this trick without ambrosia? Kind of. You'd have to be very careful because you got to remember that his projectile does a little bit of damage. That's the reason you do it, because his projectile does like 7 damage. But when you have like a lot of health, you're thinking 7 damage is nothing. But when he crushes your health bar real low, your total health bar is like 5, and he hits you for 7 damage, that'll kill you. So you'd have to just make sure you are healing until like that the next hit will actually kill you, and then you run over and grab the health. Remember, this is an infinite HP run. So the fact that we're getting this early health boost is pretty nice. I think I fucked up like one of the stacks or so, but it's not a big deal. And I can't grab anything there, apparently. Oh well. Oh, whoops. How do you get infinite health without perks? That's what we're trying to do today. Art mages and cessation, I believe, is our future. Start carrying this crap back. Are you gonna farm hearts with Matosade? Yes, it will be a crucial part of our farming today. But it's not going to be the add trigger method. It's going to be the some of the newer spells. They're not really that new anymore, but where are they? Right here. The placates. These placates can make it so that we can create an infinite heart farm. We combine that with cessation and a heart mage, and we can take ourselves to infinite HP. See if anything can kill the master of masters, though. Ah, you're saying doing it as a drowning method. Actually, we could just drown him. You are right there, Spice. I was gonna kill him straight up, but none of our wands are like that great for it. Why not drown him, Fivehead? Alright, time to check up on all the wands that we have here. Oops. Oh, there's a damn thing, I couldn't see it. Drop it there, there, and there. Oh, don't drown me, please. Don't drown me, bro. Sorry, I'm just thinking about our build. You know what? I'm just gonna go with this because we have the black hole set up and everything. Screw it. I'm just getting tired of running back and forth and back and forth. There'll be an infinite black hole wand, infinite black hole, infinite healing, teleport, damage wand. The damage wand. How does explosives do against the meatball boss? Let's see. If I just type in meat boss, it should pull it up, right? Meatballs. Yeah, there he is. Explosions. Okay, 50% damage from explosions, so we can just go up and just blast him with that. I'm hoping, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we'll make it work. Oh, I forgot that there is a guy. Oh my gosh, he almost knocked us into the fucking portal. That would have sucked. I've been so mad. Sir, I need you to die. Imagine, dude. I don't even want to think about it. Alright, so while we're in here, we can do a bit of editing. We're going to put this wand in the eligible for maybe some kind of... I don't know, I'll just set it over here where we may make use of it. Actually, no, I shouldn't throw it in the pile of all the bullshit. I'll just put it here. This is probably going to be our damage wand, I think. We need the speed up. Multicast, that's the thing that we don't have a lot of. This wand, I don't think I'm going to use it for anything. Multicast there. We're going to drown in here. I got to hurry. He's just showing off right now. What? What are you guys on about? You talking about because the water's filling in here? Oh, we could freeze the water, actually, yeah. Let me grab that. Okay, let's not do it through that method. Oh, I don't want to tell you my way out of here on accident. No! Don't need. And then we'll put the freeze there for now. Yeah, you voted frozen prison. That's how I ended up here. Really don't have a lot of burner projectiles, do we? Probably should have stopped by the music note room and grabbed some shit there. In this case, though, we're just gonna explosive projectile, and then we need to grab the infestation wand. Also, we need to set up the infinite black hole wand soon, too. Stop doing that. There we go. Infestation. Should be safe as it is. Tiny bits of damage, but nothing that I'm too worried about. Probably not doing double infestation. Seems a little extreme. Rest of the wand, probably garbage. Put up one infestation. Alright, you're going to be the infinite black holes, or that one, no. Black hole, speed up, goes on this. Alright, and then put up the freeze. We don't need all these tellies up here, I was kind of panic. Throwing them on to crap. Nope. Over here. Sorry, I'm just having to get everything prepped. I'm a little focused. This is going to be our infinite... Oh, what happened to the piercing? Damn it, where did I put that thing? I drop it under this pile of shit. Yep, there it was. Well, let me get everything organized again. Oh my gosh, thank God we re-entered into the edit zone fast enough before we lost it permanently. That was fucking close. Alright, no more shooting the telly shot down there. Noted. Damn. This water is complicating things a little bit. Piercing. Alright. We have our infinite heals set up. So now I can shift away the healthium if I choose to. And then the last thing I want to do is there any good wand that's for telly, like anything that would, any wand that would kind of specialize in telly here. Not really. They all kind of suck equally. Omega costs 320. Drink the water to clean the room. Your stomach can't fill up with this much water, you would die. It'll kill you. That's the best we got. I'm not crazy about it, but it'll do. Grab a couple glimmers. Alright, got the damage. Got the heals. Got the black holes. Gotta use up all the black holes there. Alright, so we got black hole, healing, teleport. So the reason I'm being so thorough here is because once I leave this room, I can't come back and edit. It's been used. But there will be no returning to this. We're good? Those are some limp explosion projectiles. They're not my favorite, but they'll do for now. Glimmer on something for minus cooldown. There's nothing that has, or minus cast delay. I don't think there's anything that has too much cast delay. They're all recharge dependent, and we don't have a single thing that helps us with that aspect. Guess we could add homing onto the... I really don't want to add spiral on it because it'll add damage to the infestation. It'll kind of hurt me a bit. Glimmer on it for the looks. Yeah, it's all about style. Let's see, how does this look? Or there you go. Yeah, I like that. A little more stylish for you. Actually, you know what? Keep it on brand. We're going orange, maybe. Actually, the orange isn't that orange. Let's go with the green.
You guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Drenched in sweat. All right, so we're gonna leave out this room. Leaving out, we lose our ability to edit. If you run back in, you get it. But if you leave for just a moment longer, there we go. We go back. It's too late. There's no turning back. We've already committed. Alright, this is our life now. The No Holy Mountain dream is very much alive. The infinite HP part, a little further behind, but that's, the, you know, still there. Dream's still there. Yeah, I think it's good. Grabbing a couple music notes in case we want to utilize that later. You got to set up for Master of Masters just in case. Yeah, I mean, we can kill the just Master of Masters with this. We'd have to use an Ambrosia technique. But then Yolt keeps saying that he wanted me to use the chainsaw method from the meat boss, which is not a bad idea, but you really just see speedrunners do it because they're all about efficiency. They don't give a shit about the risk. There is a little bit of risk of polymorphine, so what I'll do is I'll probably take the speedrunner route, but I'll do it in a slow form. I'll do the speedrunner strat, but a slow speedrunner strat. Yeah, slow runner, exactly, exactly. It actually is a pretty efficient way to kill him, though. I mean, speedrunners, that's what they're all about, right? They don't want to waste any time. It just is a little scary. I mean, I know the method. It's just a bit scary. Okay, keep that guy away. I mean, I wouldn't mind peeking in here to see what wand that is, out of curiosity. And yes, this is the meat realm, which is a pretty dangerous area. Okay, there's some stuff. Don't you need a wand slot? Yeah, I plan to leave one of my wands here, probably my damage wand afterwards. And then we'll come back for it after we have the ability to edit and everything. Oh, don't get hurt too badly in here. Well, there's a couple black holes if we had needed them. More than a couple, in fact. I couldn't. At first, the shot. Dude, look at that lag. Now that's engine lag right there. That's the engine kind of freaking out a bit. So this one right here can solo the Master of Masters. You just have to be very careful while you do it. We lifted the curse. Die, worm, die. And since we lifted the curse... Oh, shit. Is this actually... Did we accidentally, potentially could have created a heart farm? I should have just kept killing the worm. I shouldn't have... I should have farmed a couple of hearts from that. It would have kept rezzing the worm forever. Whoops. I got too excited. Anyways, it's a robo guy. If you don't kill the robo guy, you can let him keep rezzing that worm over and over. 50% of the time, he'll drop a heart. Get a good amount of health. Hold up. Kill that guy. If you're curious where our damage coming from, if you have explosive projectile on infestation, infestation looks kind of scary, like it's going to hurt the player, but at most it does just like 1 damage to you. It does nothing. But the explosions are doing 330 damage each. This is like a pure explosion damage wand. And while the damage is insane, you kind of don't want to use something that's doing large explosions against the Master of Masters, because if you hit the cursed orbs, whatever damage you do to them, it reflects it to the player. So if we shot out potentially like 1,000 explosive damage and it hits some of the cursed orbs, that would almost insta-kill us. It'd be pretty scary. So we lay that damage wand down for a moment. Thing is getting to... Maybe I clear a path and then afterwards I come back for this chainsaw wand. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Because this wand here can shred. So for example... Oh, that guy shredded himself. Does it work on these eyes? I don't think it does. Hey, stop that. Stop that right now. Stop that, sir. No, it doesn't. But yeah, whenever you see stuff, you just go up to them. Chainsaw them. Pretty simple. Heal me up. Alright, we're gonna leave this here for the moment and let's go clear out a nice little path. Yep, we're getting prepared for the Master of Masters. Where are we here? Ooh, we don't want to be here. In fact, it's a little scary just firing our wand in that general area because there's so many swapper mages that I feel like the likelihood of us getting swapped into a near-death situation is pretty high. Damn it, that reversing dude. Stop reversing me. Ow. Wand. Ow. Actually, what were the stats on that one? The frog just dies. Kind of cool stats. Kind of interesting. Alright, back to full health. Blocking all my explosives. How dare you. Damn, these guys don't give a shit about my explosion damage. Oh, that's too far. That is... Oh! I think y'all commit the mage duo. Oh, that was somebody and their son. Did I just kill off a family? They started it. I simply finished it. Why is my sweatling sad? Because he's wishing you had more cosmetics. He's like, why? We could have been so swelthy. Wait, what? Be real with you, I'm a little lost right now. Okay, apparently it was more to the left. Alright. Alright, so we're still gonna take the conservative, you know, the conservative. Oh, shit. Oh, get in there. Kite him over here. Alright, ow. We got our chainsaw wand with the always cast, 3 always cast. It always has the same 3 always cast, just so you know. So we want to kill off the purple orbs, not the red ones. If you want to see how the red ones work, see it. Hold on. This red one right here. Watch my health bar when I hit it. You see that? The damage I do to it returns it to me. If you look on the boss, it still has the immortality effect. Those little signs like fading up, the little shields. So once you kill that last purple one around it, the shield fades away. From there, what we're wanting to do is he's got these little AoE shit that he does. We want to like let him see us for a moment, so he'll do his stuff. Actually, I think he'll do one more. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh! Yo. Oh, shit. Do you know those little red orbs do damage? How did that not hit me? Like, look at this shit. Look at this. See this? Watch this. Oh, wait, no, they do. Oh, it's just the purple ones hurt on contact. That's why I was like, how did that not hit me? Okay. There we go. I should have just did that earlier. By playing it cautious, I almost got myself in trouble. Sometimes being too cautious can cause troubles. So now that we got this stone, You bring out the stone, and we can edit our wands wherever we're at. Ta-da! That's what we've been grinding towards this whole damn time. We shouldn't need the chainsaw wand anymore. Is there... Yep. Yep. Alright. So that opens up this run a lot. Now... how we want to change up our wand. Alright, so everything that we have set up now, we can get to parallel worlds. We need to just focus on the infinite HP aspect. And so to get an infinite HP, we're going to need some kind of insta-kill method on the worm. So I'm thinking a frozen melee if we can, which we can get the freeze from the overgrown area. That shouldn't be too bad. We could go to the tower, grab the wand there. That would actually a good call, so we can make some upgrades. Ooh, look at that. Already finding some mega loots. Freeze. Okay, chill. I kind of want that homing now, for now. Passing on damage plus hurts me. I don't think we'll have damage issues in this run. That's why I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'm focused on things that are going to set us up for our infinite health farm. So for example, you may be saying, how does this help with our infinite health farm? We're going to use the plasma beam to kill the bridge boss, which will drop the Matsusade, which will be what summons in the worms and everything. Kind of a waste. Why is chat so mean? They're animals, man. They're animals. Chat is full on feral. There's a damage plus. Sure, look. See, I added your damage plus, just like you wanted. There you go, Tapioca. Even though it's bad to put damage plus on infestation, I would advise against it. Use wand refresh to store shit. Actually, I will be doing that, but just give me a moment to get to the... Oh, there, we need that. To get to a better wand, like, because we are going to go to that one area. The tower. And that should help us quite a bit. Fuck off! Alright, I think the glimmer may have to go. 3. Hold on. That's the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6 cast. God damn it. We don't need this stored up here at all. Put the freeze up. Yep, 7,000 hours equals 292 days. That's a lot of days. We have no life Noita for a long time now. It's been a hell of a journey. There's a rainbow spell. Taste the rainbow. It hurts. Tastes like pain. Alright, freeze melee set. Either Kindred's lost his mind or he's posting some chat GPT shit. You know what? Kinda would like that multicast. Here's what we can do. Add trigger onto our telly. Take up a spot there. This triple goes here. Take up a spot there. Quad goes here. And we need an extra projectile on there. Sure, more infestation. Nice, nice. And we're going down the seam. Okay, I'm apparently doing a really terrible job at that. Alrighty. So we're going to go with the swiftness wand, which is going to upset some people, but we need to do that. I'm sorry. Had to be done. If I put a wand refresh on this, what does this look like? Okay, it empties out way too fast. It's a little rough. Are these wands always there in the same place? Yes, and there's always 3 wands. The first wand is the one that I end up choosing. It's called the Wand of Swiftness. These wands actually have like names for them. The second one is the Wand of Destruction, which is chat's favorite. It's a wand that always has an always cast nuke on it, meaning like you cast a spark bolt, it'll also shoot out a nuke with it. Anything you put on it, it'll fire off nukes. So if you put a chainsaw can fire off really fast. When you're firing it, you'll fire like 20 nukes in a second. Then the third one is called the Wand of Multitudes. It's like it has a built-in always cast or spell cast of every slot on the wand. So it'll fire off like all 26 slots in a single shot without having any multicast there. Alright, and then we'll just take this here. So in this part here, it's actually beneficial for a moment to take the Nala off of it. That way, whenever we have the ambrosia stain on our character, as we teleport, it doesn't dry it off of us as quick. So just don't move at all, just use teleports to move, don't actually walk. Apparently we're walking straight towards a boss there. Okay, we can walk now, it doesn't matter. And put that back. Alright, we're in a parallel world. Why don't you combine heal and telewand? Because it's a piercing healing wand, so it's a little tricky to combine them. I mean, you could. I think if we do an add trigger. It'll be a little tricky to pull off with that setup, I think. I can't think of anything that would still be fast. You hear our classic jet sound. That's whenever you're traveling so fast your character starts to make like a vrooming sound. So when you hit something solid, it explodes.
What do you need the parallel world for? No holy mountain, right?
Yes, yes. So actually, I should have collected that first gold room. I may need the gold. I can grab it here as well. I'm going to use the other the Wanmar area to collect any of the final resources that we need, which really isn't that much, especially because we cannot get a placate spell on a wand. It needs to be in the eye room, if I remember correctly. That's going to be, or we can go to hell. We could look in hell for some of these utility spells. Like I said, I should have collected the other gold room. I'm just grabbing this one because it's the closest thing. I also would like some kind of chainsaw, maybe. You can get that from Walmart. We don't need that much. We just need enough to be able to purchase from heaven or hell if we come across some good stuff. Oh wait, we could grab better Greek letters while we're there. Though we could just kill the alchemist over in this parallel world and get better Greek letters. That probably will work. What's up there, Bep? Bep Potate says, I just started playing Noita recently and found your channel. Thanks for the great content. Hey, thanks for checking out the vids. Welcome to the Noita life. Welcome to the Noita addiction. think I would be able to get like some luminous drills or something over here. Dunk has a YouTube, huh? That's true. I do. It is true. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've actually been climbing up. We are at, let me see, our YouTube community has grown to 45,390 subscribers. Yo, we're almost halfway to the, actually, I don't know, is the first YouTube play button 100,000 or 200,000? I don't remember the exact number, but we're getting there. So soon enough, maybe we'll have the, because we have the Twitch equivalent. It's 100K? Okay, 100K, you get a silver one. I knew it was like something in that general area. We got the Twitch equivalent, the Twitch heart. That's our YouTube play button equivalent. Ow. Now just to get the YouTube play button itself. Undeserved? Oh, what the hell? What the fuck? 45,000 starving people. It's so stupid. They aren't starving. Maybe a little starved. Cardboard play button at 50K. Okay, that actually would be kind of funny if they did that. Like it arrives in the mail, it's just this little cheap cardboard cutout. Congratulations on 50K. It spells your username wrong and shit. Huh? Oh, I know why. Hold up. Alright, fuck off. Anyways, these enemies will let us finish setting up. It's these damn multicasts. There we go. Phasing. Phasing's kind of fun sometimes. I don't know if we're going to use it now. It would look kind of cool on the one that we have going right now. Like we could get rid of one of the infestations. Somebody's vrooming out there. Alright, check this shit out. So right now when we shoot, it looks like this. Then we grab phasing. Put it on there. And now when we shoot, it looks like this. What's the capacity on this? 13 versus 15? Actually, let's go ahead and transfer over our heal setup. Oh, shit. Burns. Our heal setup. Needed a larger capacity. There's the larger capacity. However, Omega copies every spell. That's going to be a bit annoying. That's fine. We'll get some better stuff soon enough. One of those in case we need it. Ooh, that's a good idea. Throwing the freeze on there. Good call. A little bit of freeze. Yeah, I'm about to just start grinding it out, looking for the implicates and stuff, because this doesn't seem to be being too productive. We're not getting ad manas, we're not getting chainsaws, we're not getting luminous drills. And we already have, I mean, like, we can survive anyways. It's not like we need that stuff that bad. I was just doing it for convenience more than anything. How did Dunk kill the Master of Masters? We chainsawed it with the chainsaw boss that the meat boss drops. I almost died in the process, though. The very thing that I feared happened. He summoned in a polymage, who then polyed me, and then I just barely slipped away. Luckily, I thought the red and the purple orbs both did like a... kind of like an AoE damage when you get near them. But no, apparently only the purple ones do that. Thank God. Alright. Time to make some decisions. So we're supposed to not go to any holy mountains, yet I would like to see the eye room if I can. Get out of here. This is nowhere close to where I want to be. I'm still not there. What is AoE? Like a little attack over, like a area? Wait, attack over... What's the E stand for? AoE? My brain? Effect. Area of effect. There we go. I was saying attack. Area of effect. There we go. Basically just means like you hit a zone rather than like one target. It's a area that gets hit with the damage. Attack of effect. Area of effect. Okay, we are going to Gamma cast a copy of the last spell. We could put this heal here, and now that's all set up. You know what? I'll take the fee over the Gamma, I think. Probably. I actually have an alpha, so... Cast a copy of the first spell, put that in the first spell slot. Black hole's working well. Alright, so these rooms right here, I can use these to bail us out. Oh, you know what? I forgot, the main world. If we take this portal... It'll take us to the main world, correct? Okay, so now we're back in the main world. Which then... Okay, unlucky. Oh, the portal was on the right side. That's also kind of unlucky. Yeah, so we're in the main world hourglass. And then we can go check the eye room in the main world. Gotta be careful that I don't accidentally get near a portal or some crap. Woohoo! Chill. Skip digging bolts. Yeah, we did. I'm trying to think if we need them for anything in this run. Thought I found Tykasova for a moment, as always. But we're looking for one of these. Iplicate, Yiplicate, Tiplicate, Wuplicate, Whiplicate, Peplicate, and Heplicate. These are... All of these hold the potential to farm infinite worms. Now, the issue is that these are utility spells. Utility spells do not spawn on a wand, meaning that they spawn as an individual spell laying on the ground. That kind of sucks because we can't go to Holy Mountains because this is a no Holy Mountain run. And then that leaves just like the eye room. I guess you could use the door boss as well. And then in hell and in heaven, there are a couple of these placates that can spawn there. Not all of them are eligible for heaven and hell, I don't think, but a couple are. Those are not real words. Why are you so averse to going to hell always? You mean heaven? Like, if anything, I've tried to always avoid heaven. Hell is fine. Heaven sucks. Yeah. Heaven has tons of polymorphine. Hell is just lava and crap, which is not that big of a deal. How can I get around safely here? Heaven blows. It's just not worth the, like, they're pretty much two biomes, two zones that are very similar. One of them filled with like polymorphine and shit. The other one lava. It's like, well, that makes the choice kind of easy. The only advantage that heaven has over hell is that you can access it by just having a telebolt. You can literally go in the first zone, find a telebolt, which does happen sometimes, and then just go to the heaven area. Hell, you have to get through a lot of shit just to get into hell. But normally, you know, you don't need to go to heaven or hell until the late game, and by the late game, the only thing you're afraid of is polymorphine. So why would you go to the zone that's filled with it? Just shift poly. Yeah, you could shift chaotic poly away. That would be helpful. And the bottom left one will take us to the bottom of Frozen. Bottom right one takes us to the lava place, or hell place, which is where I want to be. Make sure I got everything I need. We got a freeze here. I got that there if I want. Let's go. I'll grab this up. Why not? Have fun with it. You can see our damage is still pretty insane, all because of the infestation explosive. That damage is wild. Doesn't take much, and it pumps. It pumps. Oh, you little bastard. This is one of the enemies that I actually fear down here. Because I don't want to get stun locked into some lava. That could hurt. Alright, travel to the far right side. Look for the floating islands. Looking for a placate. While we're here, we can go ahead and grab a divide by. This will be pretty useful later on. You'll have to just wait and see. I don't need this there. Divide by 4. Sure. Spells to worms. Not exactly what we're looking for. Not exactly. Oh, look at that! A peplicate. And a fucking heplicate. We only need one of them. And cessation. Well, maybe we don't have to do this Siamamicium quest. Holy shit, that's like everything. It's kind of crazy. That was nice. Let me think for a moment. So, Peplicate does not have unlimited charges. So let me see. I've actually never used a Greek letter to copy a placate and to see how that interacts with Mathosade. So that should be interesting. Gonna lead to a little bit of science. Oh, there's a Mathosade right there. We don't even have to kill the bridge boss. We could test this down here right now. Let's do it. Right here. Right now. Let's find out. This is going to be interesting. Oh wait, no, we want to set up a wand that can't. Well, that actually does work, I think. Alright, Mathosade. Peplicate. Let's get rid of all the Peplicate charges real fast. I cast this, what does this do? Nothing, apparently. We're burning through the charges intentionally. We want this to go to 0. Alright, we used up all the charges of the Peplicate. So we're going to put the Peplicate here at the end. Then we're going to say Gamma, cast a copy of the last spell. So this Gamma is pretending to be the Peplicate. Then we're going to put Matosade after it. And then I guess we put like a Spark Trigger to shoot it out. Let's see how that works. The Spark Trigger should fly out and summon a worm? Hopefully? Maybe? Let's see. And we did not lose our charge of Matosade, so it should be able to do that infinitely. Then let me try a little bit more here. If I was to put down a double, I'm probably gonna have to go get another one of these ones here, I think. Frozen melee. Oh wait, no, hold up. I don't shoot it. What do I shoot the frozen melee? Do I shoot it from the tip of my wand? Let's see. No. Hold up. I see the order's off. I gotta reposition that frozen melee before. Let's see if we're happier with that. There we go. Alright. I'll explain this in a second. I was just doing a bit of brainstorming down here, but it does seem like it's going to work. So we have a method to get infinite hearts. Good, good. Just let me get to the surface and then we'll walk through the whole damn thing. No, we're at the last step for the infinite HP. Can the setup be divided by 4 to get you're talking about to get several worms at once? I don't think so. The divide by will play a different role. You'll see that in a second here. Do heartworms spawn on specific X and Y's? It's not about, well, they do spawn on a specific X and Y, but it's about where they die. The moment that they die, the coordinates of their death will decide if they drop a heart or not. So it's still seeded, but the X and Y, it's seeded with the X and Y as an extra variable. So now A, D sharp, E, and G. If you put A, D sharp, E, and G next to each other and you play a song, it will summon a portal. You can only do this once per run. The portal will take us... Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything here. But you need an add trigger to spawn a singular worm anymore. No, you don't need to have add trigger. The Peplicate will do it. Or any of the Plicates can summon in a single worm. Alright, so we're back at the surface. Looking good. Actually, and I said I was going to get another one of these, but maybe not. Alright, so how it works. For anybody that may be curious, I do have a video where I talk about this in more detail if you want to see it on my channel. But basically, any of the Plicates, when they cast Matosade, they have this weird interaction where they actually summon in, instead of doing the Matosade, if you don't know, is this like giant like hole is like ripped in the world. I guess we could go cast it real fast so you could see it. Somewhere that I don't care about getting destroyed by worms. Alright. We cast it here. Let me move that to a better spot now. So this is Matosade. The reason that this isn't as exciting is that these worms are not eligible. The devs programmed it in so that these worms cannot drop hearts. Which, I know, it's pretty lame, right? And that the first couple days when they added in the spell, the worms were eligible to drop hearts. It was just they found it to be too OP, so they nerfed it by making them not able to drop hearts. They actually did several different nerfs trying to shut down different strategies that were possible because of this. But the resulting one was that there are some really obscure spells that would have some weird interactions with Matosade. Instead of it functioning like it's supposed to, it actually results in a single worm spawning. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of those interactions that results in the single worm spawning rather than the whole spell properly being cast. Because if you can almost like break the Matosade and get one worm instead of many, the single worm is like the regular worm in Noita that has a 50-50 chance of dropping a heart. So the way you do that is basically, like I said, make a placate spell, cast the worms. Now, normally you only have 2 charges, and this is another thing that's discussed in that video. It's like an 18-minute rant about the placate spells and how they can actually be overpowered and whatnot. So, the Matosade only having 2 charges would be a problem, except using the placate. If you ever don't have enough mana, so the placate, what it does, is going to cast 5 copies of the projectile that's after it. So 5 copies of this projectile, or Matosade in this case. Matosade costs 225 mana. So if you just did 5 times 225, that is how much mana is needed just to cast these 2 spells alone. Not to mention the fact that I'm going to be throwing in other things on top of it. So what's going to happen is, while trying to cast the Peplicate and the Matosade, it's going to run out of mana and not finish it. This is good. If you finish the whole combination, it will make the Matosade lose its charge, or whatever spell that has charges, it will lose its charges. But if you interrupt it by not having enough mana to complete it, the Matosade keeps its charge, and the spell results in that single little worm being cast like you saw earlier. So I'm going to build this out again. Oops, so you can get one more look at it. Alright, so this is a wand refresh. What this does is all this stuff on the right side is not, don't even think of it. Like it's, here, just so that nobody gets confused. This wand, like this, is pretty much the same as it is here. The wand refresh is just cutting off the access to that end of the wand. But I'll put it like this so nobody gets confused who's watching. So the problem I have with this, though, remember the Peplicate has it itself has charges. That's why some of the other placates are actually considered a bit better. At least in my book, I consider them better because these placates, this Iplicate, I don't remember where it cuts off, but several of these are actually unlimited by default, I think. Iplicates, oh, 30, 25, 20, 20, 20, 20. It's actually not even that more. For some reason I was thinking it was like, you know, almost double the amount, but I guess it's only like 10 more charges, so it isn't that much higher value. Anyways, you get a couple more charges, all that crap, but the reality is you want to be able to use it infinitely because anytime you're theory crafting up stuff, it just makes it easier where you're not having to focus on the charges that the placate has. So just get the unlimited spells perk if you can. Then it makes all the placates unlimited. All of them are eligible to become unlimited with the unlimited spells perk. Thank you, Latali. Matosade would not become unlimited though with the unlimited spells perk though. Correct? Because it never runs out of charges. You leave it at 2 while you're doing this. I guess it wouldn't really factor in too much, but the reason that that's kind of interesting, talking about Matosade being unlimited, is because that would have fixed a whole another issue that it's like a side rant. Basically, for years we didn't have placate spells, so there's another method for doing infinite heart farm, and that one got a little bit tricky because you actually would run out of Matosade charges. So you had to come up with a creative way to try to not run out of charges, meaning I guess that's why unlimited spells we know for sure doesn't work on it, because we would have used that solution back in that day. But anyways, that's pointless. Pointless, because now we're using the placates. Placates are in Noita. We don't have to worry about all that complicated shit. So Matosade, we still have 1 charge on it right now, and we're going to use the Peplicate. And because the Peplicate currently has 0 charges, we're going to use something that can mimic the Peplicate, which is the Gamma. Gamma casts a copy of the last spell on your wand. Last spell is Peplicate, so Matosade. So this is going to cost 40 mana, plus it's going to take the 225 mana and multiply it times 5. Point is, this wand does not have enough mana to cast all the Matosades that it needs to. So whenever we cast it, what's going to happen? We get a single worm. 1 worm. Now, it would be annoying to farm the hearts in this way, where we just keep going, single worm, shoot the worm. But you could. That works. But I'm going to try to be somewhat efficient if I can, and I also don't want to make so much of a mess. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a method that actually will insta-kill a worm. And I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Actually, here, I'll leave this there. This is exactly as we had it. Just move them a little bit to the side. The frozen melee. And what happens here is whenever you summon in... well, you've seen a freeze melee, right? Let me just make sure to... Let's flop the little tentacle out for a moment so people can see it. Blip. Blip. So this tentacle has a freeze on it. And a lot of things in the game, including the player, can actually be insta-killed by a frozen melee if you don't have melee immunity. That includes the worm as well. So what we want to do is we want to do a frozen melee, this right here, at the same moment that a worm spawns, so that we can freeze. Worm spawns, boom, gets hit by the insta-kill method. So the freeze tentacle insta-kills stuff. So what we want to happen is we want the worm to spawn. So... remember, this was our method. This was our method to summon in the worm. I was just doing this a second ago. Freeze melee, but we need this to happen at the same time. So if we put this down a double so that the tentacle and the gamma will fire off at the same time, I'm not sure the result will be perfect. Let me see. That's not bad. It's not bad. The problem is it kind of gets stuck on the player, but works pretty darn well. Instead, just to make it a little simpler, we will, just so you know, the order is kind of a big deal here. Because let's say that, because a second ago what I had done is I put it like this, and it didn't work for a moment. That's because, remember, the Matosade in this setup of the Gamma Matosade is very expensive. So it actually will drain all the mana before it can even reach this part of the wand, so it's unsuccessful. So in this scenario, the tentacle will always be successful because it's first.
I see we have a super late stream today. But that's fine. I'm ready for 8 hours stream now.
Okay. Look, Koopa, you were here earlier. What are you talking about? You've been here before. This guy's yapping. Does the worm body disintegrate with beam of light? Yes, I believe it turns into like a sand. But the this freeze method, there is a... It's funny that you bring that up, Miksu, because last time we were doing something just like this... Damn it, I wish I could remember who to credit. They were like, oh, as long as you're using the freeze melee method in the desert, the worm corpse, since it's frozen, it'll melt. And it actually does very fast. Now, I was like, damn, I didn't realize it was that quick. So we'll be doing this in the desert, if I can get over there. And the worm corpse pretty much vanishes, not instantly, but, you know, after just a moment or two. And the reason for that is because the desert is hot, worm corpse is frozen. Alright, so now we're in the desert area. I believe the heat should still be over here too. Yeah, you see that? See how the worm corpse, like, because it's frozen, it just dissipates into liquid so quickly. In fact, I could probably just leave it like this. What I was gonna do is I was gonna put it on like on a timer so I could shoot it a little ways away from my character. Yeah, because of that happening. It is a bit annoying whenever your character grabs the heart sometimes. Alright, let me... So I am gonna go ahead and try to put it on a timer. If I do the whole thing on a timer, what does this look like? Nah, I have to do the order a little bit different. I'll fix it in a moment. Here, let me just freeze melee this guy. Get out of here. So essentially what's happening there is whenever we're shooting off the frozen, like we're shooting off the timer that's flying out, and the tentacle... Okay, worm. Okay, I see you. Being a pain in the ass. The tentacle tries to attach to whatever is like casting it. So if I was to put it here on this spitter timer, when the spitter timer casts the spell that's after it, the tentacle, the timer also dies very quickly. So in this case, it actually results in the tentacle, you hear it, but you don't see it at all. This is where you could have a timer, but it's nice having a projectile that fires off its payload early, but the projectile itself the projectile itself stays alive, because when it shoots off the spell, the projectile stays alive. You'll see the tentacle actually fly out. But to get around this, what we'll do is we will keep the frozen melee just being cast from the player, but then the spitter timer will be the thing that shoots out just the Matosade stuff. So the tentacle will still come out of my character, and then the worm and them should appear wherever the spitter timer ends. So let's try that out. You have to aim. I have to be kind of aim a bit here. Or just shoot the ground. Good call. Good call. Make sure that it lines up. Alright, so using this method, we can farm a good amount. Shouldn't be too bad, and we don't have to do anything too complex. There's other ways to build this. Just know that the reason I like to explain each little detail is so that you can... In the moment, you may not have the same projectile. Sometimes you have to use placeholders, like, oh, instead of spark bolt with timer, if we're going to be shooting it into the ground, you could also use a spark bolt trigger, because it should have the same result here, because it's just delivering the payload. I'm just kind of explaining the mechanics of each one and why I use them. It doesn't mean it always has to be that specific projectile. I think we're about set up for our infinite health farm. Almost. I kind of want to grab an extra wand. How does this fire off right now? Yeah, it's not terrible. I want to grab an extra wand to use for the cessation setup. I have an extra wand that is right... Aha! Right here. I almost forgot about it. Now this should be interesting, because what we can do now is we can cast Cessation. Ah, Cessation's also going to need a Greek letter. I just realized that. Let me burn all the charges. So Cessation, if you want to cast Cessation quickly, it's pretty annoying. So right now I'm going to cast Cessation. It has 25 charges. I cast it. Character vanishes for a moment. I'm trying to cast it again. Doesn't let me. So this kind of sucks as a method to make your character disappear and come back. And we need to do it quicker. So the way to spam it quicker is if you put any divide by on Cessation, it will make it so that you can spam the hell out of it. And the reason I want to spam the hell out of it right now is I'm trying to burn these charges, but also it'll be important in a moment. Alright, we used up our charges. Now, I'm hoping that this will work. Alpha casts a copy of the first spell, put that there. How does this look? Alright, good. So we don't have infinite black holes for the moment whenever we do that. That will be fine. This is our little crappy teleport setup. Let me do the same thing I did last time I did this. We're going to build a little cave. So the cave needs to be somewhat complex so that the dude doesn't just roam out of it. I think he'll stay down here. Hopefully. We can put a little bit of ambrosia. Yeah, it should be good. Good, good, good. We move over here. Speed up, go back. Don't worry, you'll understand all these. You're like, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? It'll all kind of fall into place in a moment for you. That's a little bit steep. Oh well. Let's see if we're happy with this. Yeah, it's gonna work. Gonna work just fine. Alright, where is he at? Where's he living these days? Art mage? I'd be so sad if he died. I mean, I could go find another one, but I would rather I didn't have to. Oh, there he is. Oh, come on. Bloop, 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 bloop. Did I say friend? You're blind? Listen, I didn't see him. Red's one of my weaknesses. Colorblind. Go easy on me. Oh, that's annoying. There's a dude down here that reverses your controls. So he was kind of messing with me. I'm gonna have to go kill that guy. It could result in something going terribly wrong. Alright, everything is getting set up. Just one last thing to explain to you, and you'll be able to follow the entire thing that's happening here. Basically, Art Mage, so my health currently is like 1,900, whatever. I travel down here. He hits me with the heartaches, right? And the issue, the reason that you may have never seen this strategy before as like a method for farming infinite health is because the timer eventually runs out. So you'd have to run over here, grab up the hearts, all that kind of crap. What has changed is that now with cessation in the game, whenever you cast cessation and you return, you see that all the heartaches refresh. Using this method, you can push the amount of heartaches on your character through the roof. Oh, I put the divide bys in the wrong order. Oops. All right, so whenever these heartaches expire, so right now I have 4 of them on me. And whenever these expire, our health will return to normal. See? So basically, it's like double, 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 double. Each one of these will cause my health bar to double. So that's what takes it back to here. Meaning if I am full health, and so wait, our full health is 1,925. So if I head on over to our Heart Mage friend, hello Heart Mage friend, hits me once, hits me twice, hits me 3 times. Jesus, that was loud. That kind of scared me. And let's say that we even make ourselves vanish. We don't need to do it right now. So 3 of these, right? This heart is normally worth 25. Because of 1 heartache, it goes from being 25 to being worth 50. Because whenever this expires, it will double my health. Second one will take it from 50 to 100. Third will take it from 100 to 200. Meaning this 25 health is now worth 200 health. So we were at 1,925. We should be at 200 additional health, meaning we'd be at 2,125. What we're going to need to do is we need to prep a lot of hearts ahead of time. So while we are listening to these booms and whatnots, we're going to be slaying some worms. Let's go. In fact, wait, let me heal up a tiny bit before we begin. Come on. So the last little piece that you need to learn to fully grasp today's challenge for the infinite HP is that whenever the heart mage is hitting you, yes, I can use the this thing here to reset the timers, and so you're just like, just let him stack forever. Like, there's no reason to ever have him stop hitting you. The problem is, sorry, all these sounds in the background drive me kind of nuts. The problem is, once your health bar is below 10, so currently have a max health bar of 8, any more stacks that he hits us with, we don't benefit from them. It doesn't allow you to. This is why this is kind of a mechanic that the devs allowed to happen in the game. They knew about this happening, so they made a special rule where once your health bar hits 10, the heartache stops gaining from it. So this is kind of like an intentional game mechanic that exists now. So what we're gonna do is we meet that criteria of having our health bar so low that heartaches don't matter anymore. We're gonna grab a heart so that it pushes our health up, so now we're eligible again to take some stacks. I do not like that he keeps camping that one corner right there. Alright, he hits us a little bit. Then we use this again. Refresh it, total health bar is 8. Oops, I didn't grab just one like I was wanting to. Yeah, it's very scary. If I get hit by anything, if an enemy just roams over here, yes, I will insta-die. That is a bit of a problem, I know. Oh, come on. If he hits us and we're not ambrosia at the same time that he hits us, we will also die. Alright. I hope there's no, like, 1 damage moment here. There better not be something that can hit me for 1 damage. That will suck. So if you ever notice the ambrosia go off of my character, oops, and I get hit, I will die. So, not a lot of room for mistakes here. And anytime I cast Cessation, if I have an ambrosia stain on my character and I cast Cessation, it actually clears the ambrosia stain too, so gotta be a little careful with that as well. This is stressful? Yes, it is pretty stressful. Dudes like hammering outside aren't helping too much. Usually when you do this, you'd want to have like saving grace and extra life. Well, saving grace wouldn't be that helpful, but extra life, things like that, make it where it's not nearly as scary. Oh my god. Whew, did you see him move right there? A little maneuver he pulled. Woo! Scared the hell out of me. Made my heart jump. Oh, of course, now he's like standing in this really annoying spot. I want the speed up on it. That's why I kind of did that weird little shuffle there. There we go. That should help him stop being such a pain.
Talk to your doctor before attempting to heart mage trick, as your heart might not be healthy enough. Do not use if you experience heartache for more than 4 hours.
Shit. Didn't mean to grab that many hearts at once. Yeah, for real. Smack. Smack. Put another pole of ambrosia at the top of it. Yeah, it probably would be smart instead of taking those risks. One more hit. I took the last of them there, which I don't think there's any reason to grab any more stacks then at that point. Let me think if there's any reason we want to do any more. No, I think we just let them expire now, yeah? Unless we want to grab any more stacks. I'm a little scared to summon in the worm because the worm could hit us. So... in fact, let's do a quick heal while we're at really low health, just to make sure there isn't some kind of weird bug out. There we go. Here you go. 14 HP. Let's see what happens. Bloop, 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 bloop. 14 HP to... Easy, baby. Easy. Woo! That's how juiced we are right now. Infinite. And look at this beautiful chat. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Pogging for some HP, baby. I love to see it. Love to see it, chat. We pulled it off, and we only had to sit at 1 HP for like a billion years. But yes, this run, we did not set foot in a holy mountain the entire time. We ended up with infinite HP, and as you can see, not a single perk. It's not like we walked through the mountains and just avoided the perks. We literally didn't set foot in a single holy mountain, and we got it. Latali said, pick up another heart to see where the HP is at. It shows the scientific notation in the message. All right, let's do exactly what Latali said then. There we go. There is the scientific notation of what our health bar actually is right now. Who caught that one? Oh yeah, you can look it up on our only wands as well. There it goes. There's our HP right there. Who knows how to pronounce this number right here? You know what? Let me Control C TTS. Actually, how do I text to speech? Free text to speech. God damn it. No, just give me whatever. Here it is.
260,142,220,289,279,890,100,000.
In 25, because we grabbed an extra health, 25 health at the end. Don't forget about that. There you go. Well, you know what? We'll just do a random shift with the Healthium Flask. How about that? Let's just see where... So if you guys don't know, early in the run, we actually did find some Healthium, and it was super helpful in today's run. And the flask broke, but I still got some in a flask there. Yes, the number is definitely bigger than 12, but just by a little bit. Just by a tad bit. Alpha, cast copy of the first spell. That's supposed to go there. We shouldn't need a cessation anymore. And where is our old damage wand? Here's our old damage wand. Healing and all that shouldn't really be necessary anymore. Fire damage is going to hurt like crazy. Fire damage is gonna pump. You guys want to see how much fire damage hurts for? I'm a little bit nervous, honestly. Hopefully it doesn't like glitch out or anything. There's a little bit of damage. Just a little bit of damage. You're curious why I knew it'd be such a large number is because fire damage is a % of your health. So if your health is insane, then the damage you take is going to be insane. Luckily we have a bit of healthium left, so we'll just... Healthium is also % healing. That is a little bit more than 12, yep. A little bit more. Didn't see it, do it again. Why are you guys always looking away at the worst moments? Care to explain that? Don't worry, I'm sure we'll end up being on fire again in a moment. There you go. Big numbers. Very, very big numbers. What about a touch-up? Touch-up spell would insta-kill us because it does do a % of your total health. And, it's a % of your total health, which means like the touch-of will delete your entire health bar. The way to survive a touch-of spell is not by having an insanely large health bar. It's by having stainless armors, things that reduce, that do damage reduction. Deadly heal, that's actually kind of useful in this specific situation, because if we put piercing on it, it actually can heal the player when you're at this insane amount of health, because it's % healing. What I'm interested in is fungus. So, we're going to take our healthium flask, we're going to eat some fungus, some fungi. Please don't burn all the fungus. I need this. Okay, okay. They're kind of stressful. The numbers like so massive just popping up. I'm like, oh god, I'm panicking. Alright, we're bringing out the Mimicium. Here's to hope I don't puke too much in my flask. Snow. Oh shit. Was it Healthium to Snow? Heading to snowy depths. Or Snow to Healthium, I mean, not Healthium to... Healthium to Snow would be lame. Snow to Healthium. Not bad. It's white Healthium. I think it's just kind of bugging out a bit. It's if you do a mod restart of the thing, it, holy shit. We got a little bit of Healthium in here, boys. Sometimes the engine kind of bugs out graphically. This is not like, the Healthium should be this, still say the same green. It isn't some special shift. That kind of stuff happens with the engine. If you ever want to see if it properly is going to stay with that white kind of craziness, you would do a mod restart and see if that stays, but it would not. You see in the flask, it's a little hard to tell, but it's a green one now. Now when I pour it out, see it properly restores how it should look graphically. We will do one more shift just to see what we get from it all. Alright, more fungus. I think it's been 5 minutes since our last shift, I would assume. Alright, we bring out our flask. Oops, I'm puking in it already. Blood. Oh man, blood? Did blood turn to Healthium? Where's something that bleeds? That guy bleeds. Hard to say. Oh, the meat realm. Genius. Nope, not yet. Yep, there it is. Yep, let's see. Holy shit. So the meat realm, the reason we're seeing so much healthium is because whenever you destroy the meat in the meat realm, it bleeds a ton. But the blood is, you know, not blood anymore. It's healthium because of the fungal shift. There's a little bit of healing in here. The meat realm ain't so bad, guys. Yeah, it's not so bad. Now, these were all random shifts that we did today. We just did 2 random ones. First one was the snow one, but this one I think is even cooler. The fact that we now bleed healing. Though, the thing that kind of sucks whenever it says blood to healthium is actually the player bleeds this like special kind of fading blood. And you won't really get a heal from it, I don't believe. If you grab more blood, though, that may actually help it so that you will see the significant healthium bleed. Like, let me try it out. I'm pretty sure the fading blood category will still just be untouched. The way that I normally fix that, if you're curious how I like make myself bleed something crazy, is because normally what I do is I convert like oil to the crazy thing. Like, let's say you convert oil, like I said, I was talking about it earlier. We converted oil into monstrous powder, and monstrous powder spawns bosses. And we wanted to make it where our character would bleed bosses. If he got hit, it would bleed out a boss. So oil, there is a perk called oil blood. So once we made it where oil was monstrous powder, then we grabbed the perk oil blood. So then it actually does gush out like oil, which in that case was monstrous powder. Yeah, see, you can see I'm getting hit, and you even see a little bit of blood splatter. That's a special category of blood called fading blood. It's the reason that whenever you get hit, like if you're ever standing in a spot and lots of enemies are hitting you, if you're actually just bleeding pixels of blood, you would start to notice it pooling at your feet. There'd be a good amount, but instead it never kind of pools around. It never gathers around you. It just puts a splash of it on your head. How does it behave with the blood spell? The blood spell, it would be healthium. Like if you were to grab this right here, blood material, that is now healthium material. Same goes for touch of blood, now would be touch of healthium. And the blood cloud as well. This one right here would now rain down healthium. TLDR, until they made it fading, blood people were drowning in... blood people were drowning in their own blood. I mean, there probably was there's a reason that the devs did that. They probably found it annoying, because you got to remember how Noita is with liquids. Whenever you're in a liquid, your character kind of moves a bit different, right? It's like that's why you can swim in the air. If you pour a liquid and you're swimming at the same time, like it looks funky, but your character is actually kind of swimming in the air. I'm assuming when you were flying around and things were hitting you, it was causing your character, like if you're falling, when an enemy hits you, you're probably getting slowed because your blood was catching your character in the air. They probably didn't like that result. That'd be my guess. I don't know that for sure. I've never heard the devs say that directly, but there's just... Usually you can kind of draw those conclusions from stuff in the game. Holy shit. What just happened? This is one of the rarest enemies in the game that I just chaotic polyed into. Do you not see the poly? No, I didn't see it at all. I can't see shit in there. I just see green. There was chaotic poly in that shit? I'm getting away from that. Anyways, these were our 2 crazy shifts. We just did 2 random ones. Whenever it comes to fungal shifts, it's one of those things that if you fly too close to the sun, you usually get burned. In the sense that, yes, these shifts are really fun, and you're like, let's see another shift. If we do another shift, which if you guys want, I'll do another one, you may end up being like healthium to oil. And then all these other past ones all become oil. So then all that excitingness kind of goes down the drain. Oh, yeah. Healthium. Another shift of something into healthium. That one, it just said healthium and threw a couple pixels of it, so I don't know if something else became healthium.
He is drenched in sweat.
I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Everything's healthium. It was ominous liquid. That's an interesting one. We could go to the jungle. That's where we could see that. So I actually didn't conclude. I didn't come to a conclusion on this ominous liquid one on my own. That was Chad. I didn't. So if anybody out there is watching, is like, how they know ominous liquid? They had just looked it up. I don't think there was any enemy or anything that we had seen that should have been ominous liquid. I think that Chad just looked up what the shift was. Yeah, there it is. So this zone's supposed to be filled with ominous liquid, which now is filled with Elthium. All right. Infinite HP. Boss doesn't even stand a chance. Doesn't even... I didn't even mess with my build at all. I left it as a basic little bitch build because I know I could just keep shooting directly at him. Why would I ever stop? I have infinite HP. I will walk into every shot that you do. You don't scare me. I'm not afraid of you. Fear me. I'll even swim in lava. That's how much I don't care about that damage. Alright. That damage I do care a little bit about. Oh god, it burns! Help! Help! We got one thing left to do, chat. Eat his corpse. Is that how you assert dominance? Hold up. Don't worry, hold up. Hopefully we make it out of that area in time. Actually, wait, we have to go down, I think. Because the lava flowing is going to turn into gold, which is going to disrupt me escaping. So remember, when you lock in the wind, you gotta walk away from the center point. You don't have to go crazy fast. Just make sure you're constantly... Oh, I stopped moving away from it for a moment there. Alright, so we should be good enough, I think. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. If you're curious where we're going for the Kiwi boss. Top right portal. Portals look pretty cool, don't they? Top right. Takes us here. And the Kiwi boss does mimic our health bar. That's why the boss says he has infinite HP, because whatever health you have, the boss has. This was what makes it so difficult to fight him, because he'll kill you. Infinite HP versus infinite HP. Unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Who's gonna win? It's a tie. Like it, subscribe. Leave a hate comment saying, look at this goddamn sweaty nerd, he disgusts me. I never want to see it again. I threw up on my PC and I'm never coming back.